May all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Devas and other saints and sages, may all the divine beings and divine powers from all the directions of the universe kindly look at us and shower their blessings upon all of us for the success of our coming together in this beautiful hall, beautiful center. Our most venerable Sangha members and all the distinguished guests here and Dhamma friends, brothers and sisters in Dhamma, and especially the founder of the center, Mahaupasaka, the work he has done, he deserved an honorary doctorate degree. So we thought of conferring honorary doctorate degree, so he's known as Dr. Tan. And our another icon, young icon, now Naveen. What is his name? 𝗍𝕗𝗎, and all who are present here. Very, very good evening to all of you. And when I say good evening, I mean it, not the casual one which everybody says good morning, good afternoon, good night, which doesn't mean, right? Just say. And sometimes with a bit artificial smile, you say hello, good morning, good afternoon, and in the mind you say, you go to hell. So when I say good evening, I mean it because this evening is good. Yeah? Whenever Sangha members in Malaysia, to get so many Sangha members is not a small thing. They have the blessings of the Sangha members. And many of you have come together here in this beautiful hall to hear, to discuss, to think something higher than the normal life, something greater, superior than the life of the Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola. Isn't it? Usually we are all get lost in this worldly things. So I use this Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola which represent all worldly things. When you hear from me this Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola again and again, please consider that these two represent all the samsara. Okay, so therefore we have no reason why each and every one here should not feel good, should not feel happy. Nobody is creating problem to each other. Is anybody creating? Everything, every small part of this world, having very carefully, with so much love and affection, created, prepared to make you happy. So please tune yourself in the present moment and relax and feel happy. However, if 1 or 2%, few percent are feeling some difficulties or not so happy or not feeling goodness, that means not because of this situation, this hall, not because of the Buddha, not because of me, not because of 𝗍𝕗𝗏 picture. It's because of your failure to live in the present moment. Your body is here, the mind is, as usual, somewhere else. We're fighting with somebody, or arguing with somebody, or yesterday, or tomorrow, or this and that. So therefore, I will request once again, try to forget. I mean, not forever, huh? Not forever. While we are here, you have to understand, I am sure all of you have heard so many Dhamma talks, and what's the meaning of being in the present. So newcomers sometimes misunderstand. There is more misunderstanding than right understanding. many years ago, I was conducting retreats in the mountains for some young Westerners. A lot of young people from Europe come to Ladakh, not for meditation, but they come as a tourist, they go for trekking. And in Ladakh, what else they can see other than monks, monasteries and mountains. Ladakh is known as the land of three M's. Land of monks, monasteries and mountains. So when they see too many monasteries, too many monks, they also, just out of curiosity, wants to know something about what is that Buddhism. So the couple came, young couple, and I was continuously telling from morning to evening, forget past, forget future, forget past, forget future, be in the present moment. And the evening I had a habit of asking, how are you? Expecting as I'm very happy, relaxed. But one of the young girls came, started crying. Oh, what happened? What's happened? Tell us. We have organized this meditation retreat program to make you happy, not to make you cry. What happened? He's crying like a baby. He said, you told us repeatedly to forget past and future. No, if I forget the future, then how can I reach back home? I'm losing hope to reach back. If I forget the future, I cannot reach my home. Oh, for the time being, it's not easy to be teacher. For that time, I got lost myself what to say. Then slowly, being a teacher, I have to think, the beauty of being a teacher is that we learn so much from the student. Once, Achancha was asked, from where you have learned all this Dhamma? Achancha said, from you all, you fellows. You fellows come and pester me, trouble me with all the questions. I have to think. In the process, I learned so much from you. So then I told her, when you are going back? He said, after 2 weeks. Then I told her, this retreat is 3 days. Just 3 days be in the present moment. Immediately after the retreat over, I will help you to get your return ticket flight confirmed. I will make you confirm. Don't worry. And then she changed. The next day I said, how are you? I'm happy. Very happy. You will help me to get confirmed my flight tickets. So, being in present moment means right now here, while you are here, This is the problem with this present time. Except in this Buddhist center or spiritual center, all others, your corporate, your business world, your universities, famous universities, your modern education system, what they teach? Run faster and faster. Think more and more. Do more and more. And get more and more. This is what they teach. We are trained from childhood. Think more and more. Run faster and faster. Right? Do more and more and get more and more. For what? They have no answer. If a hungry person is running in search of 2 pieces of bread and butter, understand? A thirsty person is running after a glass of water, can understand? A homeless person is running in search of a shelter, can understand? A sick person is running in search of a doctor and medicine, can understand? And all those who have, they're also running. Why running? Because you have been asked. Everybody is running, so let me also run. This is what's happening in the modern world, corporate world, isn't it? Do more and more. We must run, we must do, we must get something for what? To enjoy relaxation, to enjoy peace, happiness. But those running, those accumulating more than what you need, it doesn't help you to be peaceful, be happy, meaningful, doesn't help you to grow inwardly, spiritually. It has no meaning. then we become a machine. There's no much difference between us and robots, machines, Yeah. There's a story, one businessman, big businessman, I don't mean to insult any businessman here. I'm sure most of you are businessmen, yeah? So all businessmen are not like, it's just an example. so one businessman was driving an expensive car on a highway at 170, 80 kilometers fast. Driving, went to his office or somewhere for meeting, business meeting. On the way, on the side of the road, under the tree, he saw one young man, a handsome man. Looks very handsome, young, strong. Just sitting, simply sitting under the tree. And this man got curious. He slowed down, stopped the car and went out and said, "Oh, young man, what happened to you?" He said, "Nothing happened." "Why you are sitting? Why are you sitting under the tree? What happened?" "Oh, nothing happened. I'm simply sitting." "Oh, young man, you look so very young, strong, intelligent, handsome. Why don't you go to city?" So the young man asked, why sir, why should I go to city?" The businessman said, "Oh, young man, you look so intelligent, you don't understand that much. If you go to city, you can get a job." The young man again asked, "For what, sir?" "Oh, young man, you look so intelligent, you don't understand that much. If you get a job, you can earn money." And again the young man asked, "For what, sir?" "Wow, you look so intelligent, you don't understand that much. If you earn the money, with the money you can buy a house, you can buy expensive car, you can have furniture, this and that." The young man again asked, "For what, sir?" "Oh, young man, you look so intelligent, you don't understand that much. If you have a house, if you have a car, if you have a refrigerator, if you have a comfortable sofa house, then you can relax lah. You can relax." And the young man said, "Sir, this is what I'm doing under this tree. What exactly?" And then the businessman couldn't understand. He shook his head and turned towards his car to resume his speed. And before he entered the car, the young man shouted from behind, Sir, can you please stay one moment?" "Sir, I also went through this madness which you are going through now." The businessman got annoyed. "What do you mean? What do you mean that you think I'm mad?" "No, sir, not mad. Sir, for your information, I was a very successful businessman. And before I became success, I was also thinking if I make a lot of money, if I have a big bungalow, if I have a car and this and that, then time will come, I will relax and enjoy peace and happiness, all these things. With this I work hard. I had a big bungalow, I had a big car, I had a big garden, I had a big kitchen, but no time for. I have a lot of flower in the garden, my gardener was enjoying the flowers more than me. I have a lot of food in the kitchen, but my cook was enjoying the food more than me. I have a sofa, very expensive sofa. My dogs are enjoying the sofa more than me. I have the car, but when I'm driving, I'm thinking about this and that, cannot even enjoy the car." So finally, I realized that true peace, happiness doesn't come from just merely material success, progress, prosperity. So I am enjoying. This is the story. But story is story, friends, don't take seriously. Tomorrow, don't give up your bungalow, car, everything. Go and sit under the tree on the side of the road. And the police will come. "What are you doing here? Why are you sitting? What are you doing?" Then you will say, "Don't you know, policeman? Yesterday I went to 𝗬𝕗𝑇 center. I met such a great monk coming from Himalaya. He said, real happiness here comes from sitting under the tree, like the Buddha. So I have given up my car, bank balance, everything. Now I am enjoying this. Be careful. The police may take you to mental hospital. And after some time you realize, wow, I was such a successful businessman, enjoy. How I am landed up in mental hospital because of that monk. Friends, be careful. Be careful. First of all, you shouldn't be going to any Buddhist center. You shouldn't be seeing any monk, particularly a monk coming from Himalaya. Be careful. Because of that stupid monk, I look what happened to me. Every story, friends, every story, there is some message. Forget the story, catch the message. That means there is a balance. Just external development, material development is not enough. While we are learning, while we are trying to give all the comfort to the body, good food, good clothes, wonderful bathroom, taking time spa, looking into mirror, spending so much for the body. We should not forget the heart, the mind. We are citizens of two worlds, the citizen of the external world. I don't need to mention about that. You people know more than me. But we are also citizens of the inner world. Yes, the heart, the mind, the emotion. That in modern worlds have neglected. We have focused too much on the external aspect of our life, material aspect of life. With the result, we have bigger and bigger shopping complex, bigger and bigger supermarkets and all these things. But have you noticed, there is not a single shop in all the biggest supermarket for your heart, for your mind, right? All are for the body, all body. Body also, one aspect of body, just the youth, the beautiful path of our life. That supermarket doesn't show any old person. All the young people, the seller also all young people. They sell everything as if we are going to remain young forever. Old age is not coming, sickness is not coming, death is not coming. We are going to remain evergreen. This is the impression modern world and business world give. Have you seen any shop in the supermarket where you can go saying, oh, I've been suffering from lack of happiness for last many days. Can you give me 1 kilogram of happiness? Go to the next one. I've been suffering due to the lack of wisdom. Due to the lack of wisdom, I keep on making the mistakes again and again. I keep on suffering. You make mistakes, you come to suffer. So please give me 5 kilograms of wisdom. Yeah? There is no such things. For all these things, we have to turn to the spiritual side of our life, inner side of things. I go to Europe sometimes. When I go to Europe, I travel to many places and I cannot find a vihara like in Malaysia. You have a vihara everywhere, beautiful. Subang Jaya Center, Bandar Utama Center, BGM, Nalanda. Oh, so many. In Europe, you cannot find a vihara for monks to stay in places. So often I have to stay in somebody's house. And sometimes I find a big house, basement, ground floor, first floor, second floor also. 2 persons stay. It is possible to find a toilet, nice toilet, very clean, nice toilet, bathroom in each floor. Possible to find in each floor. When I ask my friend, where is your meditation room? No meditation room. So I tell them, can you convert one of the nice bathroom into meditation room? Immediately And can you please spend more time in the meditation room than the toilet? Yeah? We need, as you need the bathroom to wash and clean the body, you need the meditation room to clean the dirt of the mind. In the bathroom and meditation room have a similar function. What you do inside the bathroom, basically you do two things: purification and beautification of the body. Correct or not? That's what you do. Purification and beautification of body. What we do in the meditation room, the same thing. Purification and beautification of your heart, mind. Isn't it? So, and if you look carefully, if you meditate, contemplate carefully, the purification and beautification of heart, mind is much more than the body. If you do not take bath one day, if you do not spend a long time in front of mirror, no heaven will fall down, no third world will start, no disaster will take place. At the most, when you go to office, your colleagues will say, "Are you all right?" Because your hair and other things, then usually you make nice makeup. "Are you all right?" This is the serious thing at the most happen. No more than that. But if you forgot to give a bath to your heart and mind, if your heart or mind is overpowered by excessive greed, hatred, ignorance, no? And that moment, one word slip out from your mouth. If you happen to be military general, or you happen to be a director of a big company where thousands of people are working, will cause so much disturbance, so much pain to so many people, even to the world. This is how world war starts. When general become angry, then he uttered one word: "Start shoot." This is how it happens, isn't it? So it's so important. Taking care of the heart and mind is more important than body. So I'm sure you Malaysians are so fortunate. I'm sure you all have a nice bathroom. I have no doubt about that. But meditation room in each house, I'm not very sure. I will ask you the same thing. If you do not have, please, either you convert one of the bathroom into meditation room, or you create a nice meditation and spend more in the meditation room. It doesn't mean that it has to be balanced. It doesn't mean, when I say the purifications and beautification of heart is more important than the body, that doesn't mean from tomorrow you should stop taking bath. You should stop taking bath, should start brushing your teeth, should stop using hair comb and go with a very strange looking. You go to office and your friend, office colleague asks, "Hello, are you all right? What happened to you?" "What happened? Don't you know that? Last night I went to the result center. I heard a great man. He says the important is beauty and purity of heart, not this body. This body, whatever you do, cleaning this and that, but part of the body is the mobile toilet." So I stopped wasting my time to give bath to the body. Look, my heart is so pure, clean. Be careful, you may lose a job. So here, the most important things: balance, 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 balance. Purity inside, purity outside. Beauty inside, beauty outside. If your heart and mind are beautiful, decorated with the ornament of love, compassion. Yeah? Decorated with the ornament of love and compassion. You will be loved by everyone, everybody. If your heart is not pure, heart is full of ugliness, and you're spending so much money for expensive clothes, expensive sunglasses, and expensive this and that, you know what I mean. You will not be loved. Still you think somebody is loving, be careful. He's loving for the ornament, not to you. As soon as you get the ornament, you forget. Correct or not? Yes, today, Buddha, we love Buddha, isn't it? We worship the Buddha. For what? Do we love Buddha? Do we worship Buddha for his physical beauty? Or no love? As far as physical body is concerned, you are much more beautiful than Buddha. Though Buddha was born in a princely family, royal family, but he renounced. He went to forest. The moment he left the palace, I don't think he had attached bathroom in the forest. I don't think he ever looked into mirror. He had only 2 pieces of clothes left. So as far as body is concerned, you Malaysians are much more beautiful than Buddha. As far as physical body is concerned, Buddha was looking beggar. Very not clean, but heart was full of love and compassion. What else can be more beautiful than love? What else can be more beautiful than compassion? What else can be more beautiful than wisdom? Heart was full. We worship that. Isn't it? So these two are missing the balance, my dear. Today, with the young generation, have to start from Malaysia. Malaysia is not a Buddhist country. But for me, Malaysia is more than Buddhist country. Because I found the Buddhists are so creative, like Dr. Tan, like in Nevin, and there's one more sitting there on the computer. So creative, so innovative, so energetic, publishing wonderful books, organizing seminars, and seriously thinking to upgrade Buddhism. So many Sangha members. Malaysia is not Buddhist country. Venerable Dr. Dhamma, I visited him some 5-6 years ago. There was nothing. This time I was surprised he created big Brahma Vihara. So many Sangha members. That's why I say, you have a saying from your tourist department, Malaysia truly Asia. I say Malaysia truly Buddhist. But keep this to yourself. I find it, in the traditional Buddhist country, they are nice people, goody nice people, they have kind of faith, devotion, yeah. But they are, just because born in a Buddhist country, because born in a Buddhist family, because got a Buddhist name, they consider they are born enlightened. No study, no thinking. That kind of Buddhism, the devotional aspect of Buddhism can no longer survive, cannot survive. Now we have to develop the scientific part of Buddhism, the rational part of Buddhism, the humanistic part of Buddhism, the practical part of Buddhism, the day-to-day life-oriented Buddhism, and present in a very scientific. That's why now today we have to bring science and spirituality together. Science and spirituality, right? Meditation and medication, psychology and ecology, physics and metaphysics, inner and outer, head and heart, east and west, yeah? Technology and psychology must bring together. Bringing these two together, synthesizing these two together can bring the greatest blessings to the earth. That means the religious people also must be scientifically religious, scientifically spiritual, as far as possible. Of course, spirituality cannot be reduced merely science, because sometimes we say, spirituality begins where science ends. Scientists have dealt only up to material level. They have not been able to go beyond material. Spirituality go beyond the matter and mind. Nirvana is beyond that. The high level of meditation is beyond mind and matters. So, but they have to. And the scientists must be spiritually scientists. If all the scientists are little bit spiritual, they will not misuse knowledge and power for destructive purpose. They will use the knowledge of science only to serve humanity. And religious people, if little bit of scientifically spiritual person, they will have no blind faith. What happened to the World Trade Center in New York? They were scientists, they were learned people, engineers. They hired so many aeroplanes, hit against the tower, the World Trade Center, killed themselves, 1,000 people. Blind faith is happening in the name of religion, blind faith. Correct? So I have to bring this together. For that, Ladakh symbolizes most ancient Buddhist land in the Himalaya. Kuala Lumpur symbolizes the most modern city, science, technology. Ancient monastery in the high Himalaya symbolize ancient faith. The twin tower of Kuala Lumpur symbolize the most modern city. We need to come together. We have so much to learn from each other together. We have the faith, the devotion. Faith and devotion is the foundation of spirituality, but not enough. Leg important, but need eye. You have the leg, no eye cannot walk. You have the eye, no leg cannot walk. You have the eye and the leg, then you can walk. So like this, we Himalayan or centuries old Buddhist cultures, and we have to come together. Our people, I came here with the youth group. They are learning how Malaysian are organizing, like Nalanda and 𝗓𝗏𝗏. So I want to give you a name called 𝗓𝗏𝗏. Incredible. Incredible. 𝗓𝗏𝗏 is incredible. Congratulations, heartiest congratulations to Dr. Tan and the whole group. We need Buddhism need to be upgraded from time to time. Dhamma remains the same. The nature of Dhamma is same. But the way of transmissions, communication, how we present, we have to look the audience. So now we live in the age of science, age of logic, age of reasoning, age of intellect. So Buddhism must, must train the young people to present. Now sometimes people say the young people are not taking interest in religion. Young people are not taking interest in Buddhism. That's not true. Young people will take more interest in the Dharma than before. Why? Buddhism, if you properly study and apply, Buddhism is a solution to problem. Buddhism is a medicine to illness. And today's 21st century, we have more illness than before. 21st century have more problems than before. So there is no reason why young people will not be attracted to a spiritual. But if you don't modernize the way of preaching, teachings, you strictly follow just telling, go to temple, go down, go to temple, go down, offer butter lamb, offer, that will not attract young people. Young people must be present with Dhamma in their way. So that is why I'm here. I'm here to develop. We are already enjoying wonderful relationship between Ladakh and Malaysia, between Mahabodhi and the Malaysian Buddhists. And we, on the 250 acres of land, we have initiated a number of projects. Again, I started this not traditional way, but I realized for young people we have to organize different way. You know, traditionally we just say samsara, world is suffering, renounce the world. Well, it is good to renounce, but before renouncing you should have something. You can't say those lovely children in remote villages, those sick people, those poor people. You can't teach the high philosophical teachings, the nirvana, so many different level of jhanas, samadhis, 32 planes of existence. describe Shambhika, no, they have to be given different kinds of dharma. For the hungry person, best dharma is food. For the thirsty person, best dharma is water. For the sick people, the best dharma is medicine and doctor. Not the Buddha and his high philosophical teaching. Right? There I started, born and brought up in a traditional Buddhist family, trained in a traditional monastery. I also followed them, inviting some people and giving teachings, anicca, dukkha, anatta, jati vidukkha, jara vidukkha, vayana vidukkha, marana vidukkha, everything dukkha, you are dukkha, I am dukkha, everything dukkha, you are suffering, I am suffering, he is suffering, they are suffering. Oh no, they are already suffering for reciting this. If you do that, they will run away. Right? If a teacher is invited to give a talk to the university student, if you tell this, they will say, thank you, don't come again. Yeah, all these young people have borrowed millions of rupees or dollars on them to become a good doctor, good engineer, proficient. They are always thinking, how to be a successful person. Correct or not? And they invite some, they have problems, studying problem, this and that. They think perhaps a spiritual master can come and give guidance, find a solution. You invite a monk and go and give that, you are dukkha, everybody is dukkha, the professor is dukkha, student is dukkha, university is dukkha, all are dukkha. Will you please leave this place? For them, certainly there is stages. For them you have to present the Dhamma in such way. If you practice the Dhamma, if you practice meditation, you follow the Shila, if you practice meditation, if you practice karuna, you want to become a doctor, you will be better doctor, more efficient doctor, more successful doctor. You want to become an engineer, if you practice, follow Panchashila, practice mindfulness, you will be more successful engineer. Certainly, this is a 100% fact. If you follow 5%, you will not fall into such a regret, Or if you practice mindfulness, suddenly your efficiency will increase. You will definitely become a more successful, either businessman, doctor, engineer, whatever profession. Because if you practice meditation, you become more mindful, more concentrated. Anything you want to do, driving a car, cooking a food, you do with mindfulness, you will not put too much salt or less. But if you are not mindful, you are hurriedly cooking, or you will put double salt and the food will spoil, or double sugar you put in that. Mindful. You do. That way they can, this is how it needs to be presented, Dhamma. So friends, and I think I'm supposed to share something, what we are doing in Ladakh. Please remind me, is it time is over? The way you are saying, I feel something.
Bhante can share a little bit more about
how you started.
The mission in Ladakh and all that.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah. Well, I already tried to share a little bit. First, when I left Indian Army, I served in Indian Army as a soldier for 4.5 years. Then I realized life of a soldier is not for me. Terrible. After listening to the life story of a monk, I as a soldier from Indian Army, he as a monk from the Buddhist monastery, we sat together and we share our lifestyle. Though in our Indian Army, I used to go and find some paper boxes and create an altar in my dormitory, put the picture of Dalai Lama and Buddha and go down a few times in the morning and evening, and I used to consider myself great follower of Buddha, very proud. And my colleague used to tell me, what are you doing? You are not a monk, you are a soldier, this is not a monastery, this is a military camp. I mean, they were making fun, they were also Buddhists, most of them. But when I sat together with this man, I listened to him, I asked him, tell me your routine life, daily routine. He said, we wake up early morning and go to meditation. I asked him, what do you do in the meditation of Pujari? He said, we do pray, seek blessings of people. Then we do metta meditation, particularly the metta and karuna same. Oh, he touched me so much. What is the? I told him, what is metta meditation, karuna meditation? Then he said, we pray, we try to generate love and compassion towards everyone, not only myself, not only my family members, not only all the monks and the lay people living in the monasteries, not only for the Buddhist community, not only for the neighbors, but for going beyond the boundaries of all the nation, all the religions, covering entire world, not only for human beings, but for the animals. All those who live inside the earth, all those who live inside the water, all those who live on the surface of earth, all those who live in space, near or far, visible or invisible, human beings or non-human beings, all living beings, be well and happy. Never heard, first time I heard. And how we are taught in army, we are not taught all living beings. We are taught all the Chinese are enemies, should kill them. All the Pakistanis are enemies, should kill them. This is how we are brainwashing few months time. Few months time, after 5 months, or Chinese men, not the Malaysian Chinese, or the border Malaysia, independent China, Pakistan. Both are so friendly with India. So we are brainwashed. We were trained how to shoot a gun. We were trained how to throw a bomb. We were trained how to step a knife. And then sometimes the enemy suddenly appears. You have no time to go and pick up your weapon. And that moment we were trained, we were trained to make your face as ghostly as you can. They don't train how to smile and show metta karuna. They train us to make your face as ghostly as you can, to frighten the enemy. And we were trained to produce the sound as horrible as you can. And we were trained to hold this way, this neck, twist the neck this way, kick this way, kick that way, kill them. Wow. I have some influence from my father. My family was very religious. My father was like great yogi. A great yogi. Now you cannot see. My father never spent one day without reciting, without doing puja, long time, and loudly. The neighbors also can hear him. Wow. And went from one village to another village. He will carry a bunch of Dhamma books on his back in the Tibetan traditional way. Now things have changed. Now young people, instead of Dhamma books, they carry mobile. Instead of reciting the mantras, Om Mani Padme, they recite the Michael Jackson song. Now they have the 3G, 4G, 5G, but no Guruji. No Guruji, things change. So I have some influence myself. I used to consider myself a Buddhist. When I compare my life with the monk, I say, oh my God, Buddha, do I have to spend the rest of my life with the guns? Sometimes we used to sleep with guns on China and Pakistan border when there's tension. Do I have to live with the guns and bombs? We were trained cleaning. We were trained again and again cleaning, but not cleaning the mind, not even body, cleaning the guns. Keep ready the guns for shooting. Oh, I told the monk, can I leave this? Can I join your monastery? He said, yes. Yes, he said, if the gate of Dhamma, gate of temple is always open, those who are ready to. We quickly wrote a letter, small letter to my Guru, introducing myself, expressing my wish. He said, if you are serious, welcome. Immediately I returned and went to my monastery in Bangalore. And since childhood, I've been very curious, inquisitive about everything, a lot of questions. I was searching something, I was looking something, but I don't know what searching, looking. When I reached to the monastery, I felt, I lost my way in the forest, finally found out. I felt, do you see Indian movie? Indian movie famous? Yeah, in some Indian movie, you will find the mother, father, and their son got in a very crowded place, market, got lost, separated. Now, 5, 10, 20, 30 years. Parents do not know their son is alive or where they are. The son doesn't know their parents are alive where they are. But after 20, 30 years, happened and they meet. They come together, they recognize each other. The son thinks, it's my father, my mother. Yeah? And the parents say, he's my son. They hug each other. And you can imagine the joy in the hearts of the parents and the son. When I went to the monastery and met my teacher, I had the same feeling. That made me to feel I was a monk in previous life, and I had been searching the thread where I left. Now I found it. So that time anyway, what I had in my mind is to study the teachings of Buddha and spend the rest of my life, a peaceful yogic life in a mountain forest, and no idea of coming back to Ladakh and starting the endless projects. But when I began to study the teachings of Buddha, I found it full of compassion, so much compassion. My teacher also told me, your idea to spend the rest of life in a mountain or forest, not so bad idea, but he just said, you are a young fellow, you owe something to our community, do something. And then I started thinking my people in Ladakh, so poor, for a crossroad, need school, hospital, all these things, 70s, 80s. Then I decided to go back to Ladakh. I rented a small house, very small house. You said this is small, this is very big. Very small where 5, 6 people can sit. And I started the traditional way, giving Dhamma talk, some worldly stuff and this and that. And soon I realized, there's something wrong. There's something wrong in the presentation of Dhamma. You can't explain to these poor children about anatta, anicca, dukkha, nirvana, one, their top priority is not abhidhamma. Their top priority is how many heavenly worlds are there. Their top priority is not different jhanas and samadhi. Their top priority, they need a simple school. They need a simple hostel. They need simple food where they can live in the hostel, go to school, learn something, where later on they can do something in society, can stand on their own feet. I realized. Similarly, I realized that homeless, elderly people, their top priority has to have a 4-wall room where they can be protected from the severe cold of temperature when minus 20, 30, 40. Similarly, I realized for the sick people, for the sick people, their top priority is to have a doctor and medicine, hospital, before they think of the high philosophical teachings of Buddha. Then I decided, I started dreaming, can I look for a piece of land? Can I dream to establish a nice hostel school for the lovely children from those remote villages? Can I think of establishing a small hospital? Can I think building a small old age home for the homeless elderly people? I started dreaming. I started looking for the land. There was no problem to get the land. And now if you want, you can donate land. You want land in Ladakh, you can donate. No problem. In Ladakh, only 5% of land is being used. 95% not used. 95% of land is useless. Nothing goes wrong. Yeah? So it was not difficult. It was desert, just like wood. But that time also I thought, I will try to have a school, hostel, all the welfare project. But in the corner, I will also like to have a beautiful meditation center, Dhamma center, where we can discuss all these philosophical things for Malaysians, not for the local people later on. So then we pawned the land, but wow, there was not a blade of grass, not a drop of water, no road, nothing, just like the moon. Not even an insect could be seen, because even insect cannot survive there. Summertime the sun is so hot, everything is burned. Winter's time is so cold, everything is frozen. Even insect cannot be seen. There with the mixture of hope and hopelessness, I started. Building, I started this school, hostel, then one after another. That desert, 250 acres of land, has become like, now a blissful home. Thousands of lovely children, including orphans, physically handicapped, they got education. They have got high quality education, strongly guided by Buddhist values, compassion. We have beautiful hospital. We have a small non-university. We have a beautiful yoga meditation center for Malaysia. We have a guest house also for our friends and sponsors. That campus has become so beautiful. And in the center of the campus, the guiding force behind all these activities for me have been the compassion. Without compassion, difficult. If you have compassion, this journey has been very challenging, very difficult. For the last 35 years journey of establishing this campus, establishing this healthcare, education, old age people, all these things, challenging. But if you have the compassion, yes, one after another, we can overcome the challenges, face challenges. And today the campus so beautiful. And for your information, Malaysia is part of that. Many Malaysians have visited, they supported. Now also many Malaysians sponsoring the children. One Sister Ramanalai sponsored a water project. In the desert, without water, nothing can be achieved, nothing can be done. She was kind enough to sponsor. So Malaysia, yes, Malaysia, part of that. Malaysia boleh. So, dear friends, now time has come for all of us to think globally and work globally. Time has come to go beyond the boundaries of our own city, our own country, our own community, our own people. Its time has come to carry the message of compassion, message of peace, of Buddha, every nook and corner of the world. The world is burning with hatred, war, killing. Even the non-Buddhists, the American, European, also looking at Buddhism as a last hope for the humanity. Because Buddhism is known as the religion of compassion, Buddhism known as the religion of peace, Buddhism known as the religion of wisdom. So that globalization, I heard, need to start from Malaysia. Why need to start Malaysia? You are all blessed with all the conditions there. You are blessed with all the conditions to not only to take care of yourself, not only to grow in Dhamma yourself, but you are blessed with the conditions to work. You are well educated, as you, Dr. Tan said. You are all well educated, well off. Yeah. So it is time. Life is precious. Life is precious. Life is one time gift. Do not know what's going to happen. Like COVID have taught us a big lesson. COVID came as a teacher of anicca. Yeah, he taught us real anicca, uncertainty, unpredictability of life. Sooner or later, all of us will be born or buried. So my philosophy is to make best use of the body and mind in the service of Buddha Sasana, in the service of humanity, before it is born or buried. Isn't it? So you Malaysians, I rejoice whenever I come here. I rejoice. A beautiful center, beautiful Dhamma books. So many teachers coming. Malaysians are really truly fortunate. It is time for Malaysia to think beyond Malaysia, cover the whole world. So suffering. America have done miraculous things, miraculous in science, technology, economy. but they failed miserably to lead the world peacefully. Now I feel this century is century of Asia. This century is century of Buddhist people. This century is century of Malaysia. Within Malaysia, this century is century of Buddhist people. Wake up, think globally, and start take the vow of Bodhisattvas and carry the message of Buddha in every noble corner of the world to save this beautiful earth, to save this humanity, the earth for the coming generation, for lovely children.